Tuesday. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Give me a minute while I tag or get other people to join us. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right. Good afternoon once again. I am Craig, one of your recovery coach, and so today I'm here with Christina. Want to say hello?
Hi.
Christina is here with me and with us, rather. And so let me turn this phone on silent so that there won't be too much interruption. All right. And so today it is Gratitude Tuesday. Once again, Gratitude Tuesday, and we're going to bring you an article by HarmonyRichRecovery.com. Okay, and so today we're going to be talking about how to cultivate gratitude in addiction recovery. How to cultivate gratitude in addiction recovery. And so let's get into it. What is gratitude? The word gratitude is derived from the Latin word gratia, which means grace, graciousness, or what they say, gracious, or graciousness, or gratefulness, depending on the context. In some ways, gratitude encompasses all of these meanings. In positive psychology research, gratitude is strongly and consistently associated with greater happiness. Gratitude in addiction recovery helps people feel more positive emotions, relish good experiences, improve their health, deal with adversity, and build strong relationships. Let me read that again. Gratitude in addiction recovery helps people feel more positive emotions, relish good experiences, improve their health, deal with adversity, and build strong relationships. The actual definition of gratitude is a positive acknowledgement of a benefit that an individual has received. Gratitude allows us to recognize the good in our lives. Focusing and appreciating the good constantly reminds us about great things all around us. And many times we realize that the sources of good are very close by. Okay, that was a mouthful, if I must add. But on that note, but being grateful for so much, especially in recovery, because a lot of times, me myself, I'm grateful to be in recovery because I know my life was totally in a disarray. And what I mean by that was when I look back over my life and I look at all the things that I've done that was caused, I want to say one of the root causes of the things I did was my addiction. Because if you know anything about addiction, it is a baffling, cunning, deceitful, distorted, manipulative substance that can change one's behavior. And so I'm grateful to be in recovery. So now I incorporate not those definitions of cunning, baffling, distorted, manipulative. I take on new definitions: integrity, responsibility, uh, honest, grateful. Give me another one. what words that you appreciate about your recovery?
What words?
What word or words?
Support, I guess.
Support.
Support.
Yeah, that's right. Support would be a great one. Being support or being supportive of others and receiving support. And so, excellent word choice that you use for your recovery. All right. So the next one, Christina, I'm gonna ask if you don't mind.
I do not. I was gonna ask if I could read anyway.
Huh?
I was gonna ask you if I could read. So it's funny that you asked me that.
You was ready, huh?
Yeah, I was actually. I was.
All right, let's get into it.
Okay, so it's how is gratitude and addiction recovery connected? Those suffering from substance abuse or addiction tend to show signs of depression and are self-centered, thinking of their own needs. With gratitude comes a less selfish attitude and more satisfaction in their needs being met, and they can focus their attention on others. Gratitude in recovery is a choice, but unfortunately not one that comes naturally to everyone in addiction treatment. The thing about the disease of addiction is that it resides in our brain. Many times throughout recovery, addicts will find themselves battling their own thoughts and ways of living, and searching for gratitude can become a difficult task at times. Once an addict begins working on cultivating gratitude in addiction recovery, they tend to develop a better mindset overall and have a much more positive perspective on life. Addiction recovery is a long and winding journey. There are moments when the recovery process will seem like a stroll in the park. At other times, it will feel like a daunting expedition. This is why it is important to incorporate practices into your life that will help you along the way. Viewing life through a lens of gratitude can benefit your life in a variety of ways. Even scientific studies have shown that gratitude in addiction recovery has many positive effects.
Many positive effects. Now, as you can tell that I read a little slower than Christina. She reads fast, rapidly, and that's fine. And she's an excellent reader, if I might add. And so, yeah. So there are many positive effects one can attribute to gratitude and recovery. Here are some big ways gratitude can benefit your life in recovery and beyond. There are three of them. Positive people tend to have less stress. Gratitude boosts physical health. I didn't know that. Gratitude helps foster a good relationship. And so I guess when it says gratitude boosts physical health, I guess, you eat right, sleep right, exercise, and you begin to look at the beauty of the recovery. You don't, I know when I was in recovery, keep the focus on myself. I know at the time I thought I had it all together. I thought I was looking good and all that good stuff. But on the contrary, I knew I was a total mess. And so today I don't look like I used to look, put it like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right? So most people in recovery, we don't look like what we used to look like. And so that is a good segue into what we're going to talk about next. And that is, how do you cultivate gratitude and addiction recovery? If people feel grateful, it is going to benefit them in many ways. But with that being said, it isn't always easy to muster up a genuine attitude of gratitude. However, there are steps that you can take in order to grow gratitude and recovery. And so the first one we're going to talk about, you feel like reading now?
Sure.
All right.
This one says, keep a gratitude journal. Journaling can be a great way to keep the little things in mind. By writing down what you are grateful for on a daily basis, it creates a positive habit of looking for good things. If you are faced with a troubling day, having something to reflect back on can help keep things in perspective. Try to pick a time every week to sit down and write about your blessings. Reflect on what went right and what you are grateful for. Sometimes it helps to pick a number, such as 3 to 5 things that you will identify each week. As you write, be specific and think about the sensations you felt when something good happened to you. Think big and small, and remember there is always something to be grateful for.
Now, are you a writer? You like to write, Christina?
I used to,
Really?
but but not anymore, really.
Yeah, I'm not a writer myself. I was telling my coworker. Now he has wrote several books.
Wow.
He has written several books, and I was explaining to him that a lot of times I have what they call writer's block.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard this from some entertainers, those who write music and stuff. They said sometimes they have writer's block.
Mm-hmm.
And when I heard that term, I said I attribute that to myself. Because people would write me in the past, and I would take forever to write them.
Right.
Just get my letter. That's back when you was writing letters.
Listen in the mail. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm more of a drawer than I am a writer. I can draw. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I like to draw and paint stuff, but writing is not my thing. I used to be able to write,
Yeah.
but now I'd rather draw. Like I would draw and paint.
Now is that therapeutic for you?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah. Begin to let go of some things or see the beauty of what you created from your thought process or some other aspect. That is good. That is good to always have something that you can help you along your recovery. Next one we're going to talk about, we're still on how do you cultivate gratitude and addiction. And so Christina just read from it says, be grateful for sobriety. Just getting sober is a massive accomplishment. Be thankful for it on the up, and there's no turning back. Your life is on the up and up. I like that. Your life is on the up, and there's no turning back. If we are grateful for being sober, it is more likely we will stay that way. We will focus more on being thankful for those that help us and less on the negatives. It has to do with motivation. By being grateful, we will continue to work toward our goals in recovery, attending meetings, and being engaged with those that still struggle. It is when we take our sobriety for granted that we start getting into trouble, thinking that, oh, I got this, I'm on an island all by myself. I don't need no help. That's the wrong approach. That's the wrong perspective. Each day is a gift, and each day sober is a new chance to appreciate those things and people in our lives that bless us. Sometimes, we have to stop and smell the roses. If we, Christina, I heard this, I was reading this book, and they said, most people that's in the Western Hemisphere, they were talking about the United States in particular, see that we live a fast-paced life. Those who come from other countries, they said because in their culture or in their upbringing, everything is at a slower pace.
Right.
So they begin to appreciate, the beauty of life. Sometimes if you're moving too fast, you may miss some stuff.
Right.
If we're reading too fast, we may miss some stuff. I learned that in reading the Bible. So they say if you read the Bible too fast, you may miss some stuff. But if you take your time, I just want to share that with you. All right, the next one's on you, Christina.
Okay, so write a thank you note even to yourself, even if it's to yourself. Be thankful for what you have. You'll end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you will never, ever have enough. Oprah Winfrey, by the way. Gratitude in drug addiction recovery begins with you. You can make yourself happier and nurture your relationship with another person by writing a thank you letter, expressing your enjoyment and appreciation of that person's impact on your life. Send it, or better yet, deliver and read it to in person if possible. Make a habit of sending at least one gratitude letter a month. Once in a while, write one to yourself.
All right. So if you have that self-motivation that you like to write this to the audience, someone who you appreciate their time and effort and their love towards you, either you could write it and send it out, or better yet, you can deliver it and read it out openly. The choice is yours, but these are some helpful ideas when it comes to cultivating gratitude and addiction recovery. Next one says, keep positive people in your circle of influence. So important. Surround yourself with people who make you happy, people who make you laugh, who help you when you're in need, people who genuinely care. They are the ones worth keeping in your life. Everyone else is just passing through. This is by Karl Marx. Karl Marx, if you don't know who that person is, he was a socialist. And we live He was a socialist. All right. People tend to be influenced by the people they spend time with. Surrounding yourself with positive people can help you maintain a positive outlook and view things in a similar light. Being around positive role models can also help you grow. If you didn't know that, gratitude comes more naturally when you can see the bright side of situation. Finding gratitude in drug addiction recovery allows thankfulness to guide your recovery journey. If someone is a positive influence on your life, it will make all the difference when you're exploring yourself and growing into the person you aspire to be. Next one. Okay. You with me?
Yep.
All right.
Is it on me?
Yeah.
All right. It says, don't compare your life to others. A flower does not think about competing with the flower next to it. It just blooms. And that's from Zen Shin. Another way to look at gratitude is from an opposite perspective. That people are unhappy because they want the things they do not have while failing to recognize all that they do have. Those that aren't grateful for their own lives find themselves comparing their lives to those of others. When you find yourself with envy because you are comparing your circumstances to another's, try to find something to be grateful for. In most cases, people deal with things you cannot see, so you should focus on your own struggles and triumphs.
Woo.
Mm-hmm.
Keep the focus on yourself. When I was in therapeutic peer recovery program, they used to always tell us, do not shift the blame on others. Oh, that person made me do it. Oh, I wouldn't have did it if it wasn't for that person. They said, no, 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 no. You keep the focus on yourself. What did you do? What did I contribute? What did I say? Why did I allow myself to be a part of that? What was I thinking? And so when you keep the focus on yourself, you don't have time to focus on other people. And so when you hear people doing that, it's called justifiable analysis. All right. And so people want to justify, oh, poor old me. They're always picking on me. No. We got to get out of that. All right. The next one, think about others first. The article says humility is not thinking less of yourself, but thinking of yourself less. This is by C.S. Lewis. All right. Self-absorption can be a huge problem for people in recovery. When people are addicted to alcohol or drugs, they will spend most of the time only thinking about their own needs. When these individuals become sober, they may continue to be preoccupied with themselves. Self-absorption makes life difficult when people feel grateful. They have less reason to be so selfish. They feel satisfied that their own needs are being met, so they can now focus at least some of their attention on the needs of others. Self-centered people, if you have never heard that term, that's relatable to what they call arrogant people. Everything revolves around me. Selfish, conceited, arrogant, boastful. We have those. But we always want to. Sometimes we try to think about others first. A lot of times we may say something, and a lot of times it don't be our intent, and it may come out the wrong way because we may not thought it out clearly and said something, but we have to think of others' feelings.
Yep.
That's so I had to learn that, and I'm an old head. I'm an older person in life, and I just share this. I was in counseling, and then someone feeling was hurt, and I thought at the time that they should have got over it. By now you should have healed. But that person was still in grieving, and who am I to tell a person when they should heal? And so I had to learn to say, no, you got to be mindful of what you say, and the mindful of someone else's emotions and feelings and emotions. So, last, the article says, think about others first. And so we're about to wrap this up. And if you want to read the last part, you can go ahead. And that is, are you ready to find gratitude in addiction recovery?
It says, by incorporating the above tips to bring gratitude into your daily life, you are setting yourself up for a long and healthy life in recovery. Addiction recovery is about more than simply avoiding substances. With a grateful mindset, you have the opportunity to lead a happy and fulfilling life free from addiction. However, if you are having trouble finding these things to be grateful for and are slipping towards relapse, be sure to reach out to someone you trust as soon as possible. Generating gratitude is a process similar to recovery. It can be threatened by negativity, resentment, and self-pity. It's easy to regress back into old patterns where things don't go your way. Don't be afraid to ask for help. In the meantime, make sure that you take a moment to stop and smell the roses. Are you or your loved one struggling with gratitude and recovery? We're here to talk.
We are here to talk. Take some time, pause, pull over, park, as my coworker would say, smell the roses. And if you need some help, we are here to talk. We are a support group. Today is our Gratitude Tuesday session. And so I'm grateful to have Christina. She's been very, very active in her participation. And so until the next time, stay safe, stay positive. Let somebody know all the wonderful things that you are grateful for in your recovery. Until next time, so long. You want to say something?
No, we're scared.